Global Climate Change Effects on the Maldives by Daniel Ontanea, Diego López Romaña, and Isael Llanos.
Air pollution occurs when gases, smoke, and particles are introduced to the atmosphere, harming and contaminating the environment. So how is it created? Air pollution is caused both by humans and natural events. For example, manufacturing plants emit a high level of toxins into the air, including carbon monoxide, hydrocarbons, and other chemicals. Burning of fossil fuels is a major cause because cars, trucks, airplanes, trains, and heavy ships all burn fossil fuels. The Maldives is a developing country with an approximate size of 300 kilometers squared. Its importance of petroleum products and fossil fuels are very high due to cement manufacturing and transportation. The Maldives' carbon emissions are around 3.30 metric tons per capita and are very dependent of energy from fossil fuels, which increase global warming and causes change in the climate. There are many benefits from the process in which air pollution is created. The burning of fossil fuels is a key part in our lives because transportation is important all over the world. It helps us go from place to place transporting goods. Industrial and manufacturing activities are also very important because they give jobs to people and they produce lots of important things for us.
How is science developing solutions to this pollution? I've been looking closely at the problem going on to develop a possible solution. They believe that using sustainable green energy will help decrease the amount of pollution created. So they plan to implement wind and solar power as their main sources of energy and to introduce electric vehicles. They were also researching on the topic and they found out that the type of emission released is easy to reduce since its lifespan in the atmosphere is short. If you remove the pollutants quickly, then the long-term effects will be reduced in 20 to 30 years. And the Climate and Clean Air Coalition was established. It focuses on reducing pollutants by nearly one-third and to protect and improve human health in agriculture. And laws were proposed to limit garbage being burned to only organic materials and exporting trash that is recyclable to China, Malaysia, or India.
Humans, more specifically the Maldives population, tourists, exporters, and importers, are responsible for the creation of so much air and water pollution. Tailafushi began as a reclamation project in 1992, built to solve Malays, the Maldives' capital, refuse problem. Most of the daily 330 tons of rubbish brought here come from the capital, one of the world's most densely populated towns. Some of the waste is incinerated, although most is buried in the landfill sites. For every tourist, 3.5 kilograms of rubbish are produced daily, especially since everything has to be imported. The Maldives economy is being harmed since it runs on the natural beauty which development, climate change, and especially water and air pollution threaten. The decaying ecosystem could have a negative effect on tourism, making it drop. It accounts for 40% of the island's GDP. In the Maldives, more than 90 on the inhabited islands suffer annual floods. Needless to say, in 2007, more than 1,600 people had to evacuate their home. More than 500 housing units were damaged. When one salary has to be spent on rebuilding a shelter, it makes that individual lose money for education, health, etc. But when 1,600 people have to relocate, it becomes a state problem, not only financial but social as well.